Coffee Break with me. Woo! Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. So the other day, and let me know if this is very normal for you, but you watch a YouTube video and something gets in your mind and you're like, okay, it's okay if it's 9:30 at night. I'm just gonna go out and do a quick drugstore run to see if I find that product. And it eats you on the inside until you find it. So I felt like that the other day after I saw a review on the new Physicians Formula foiled looking shadows, like the extra shimmery ones, and I was like, I need to find those. But there's no Rite Aids here, which is where they've been spotted, and so it was a little hard going to every CVS in the DFW area. But the good news of what came out of that adventure in the middle of the night with my loving husband was that I found the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation and Powder. And I was really excited to try these because I've tried the Fit Me powder and I like it. It's not life-changing or anything, but I like it. And then I tried the Fit Me foundation and it wasn't really for me. I felt like it never really set. It's one of those foundations that gives you a really natural finish, but doesn't really ever set. It just kind of hung out on the top of my skin. And you guys know how I feel about foundation. If I'm gonna go through the trouble of putting some on, I want it to actually cover everything. You know, I'm either gonna do nothing or just spot conceal, or I'm gonna do a medium to full coverage foundation. And with that one, it was like, might as well just not even bother. So it wasn't my favorite. I wanted to review these for you because they're extremely new. In fact, these products shouldn't hit the drugstore shelf until the spring. They're permanent, but they're not going to be everywhere until the springtime. In the shade 120 Classic Ivory, and I think there are 12 shades in the range. The displays that are out now have 12 shades. There might be more in the line once it gets permanently, you know, put out on shelves. But so far there are 12 shades. Just an overall review. This isn't a first impression. I've already used it. I liked it. But I did notice that it's better if you wear a primer underneath. But it's better if you wear a primer underneath any foundation, I've noticed. So this is a foundation that's recommended for people with normal to oily skin, and it's supposed to last for 12 hours and keep you matte. So the selling point about this foundation is that it's a matte finish foundation and that it keeps you matte for around 12 hours. I really can't say that's the case, and I'm not oily. I have completely normal skin. I don't even have oily areas of my face, but I kind of like it. So I'm going to show you guys how it applies on my face, and then we'll come back to finish the review. So this is a close-up of my beautiful naked face, and you guys can see I do have some blemishes on my face. Typically, I spot conceal those first before I apply my foundation, but I'm just going to go ahead and apply foundation directly so you guys can see the type of coverage that it provides. This is the bottle close up. Again, the claims of this foundation are that it mattifies and refines your pores. So it doesn't say it conceals your pores. It basically says it refines them or makes them look less obvious. So I'm going to pour a little bit onto the back of my hand. I hate doing this. It makes me so nervous, like I'm going to spill it everywhere. And then take a clean, damp beauty blender. This is just my favorite way to apply foundation, and you can dab your beauty blender in the foundation, or you can dot your face first and then use your beauty blender, which is what I like to do because I feel like I lose less foundation that way. I'm just gonna do half of my face so that you guys can see. I'm making a mess everywhere. I'm just gonna do half of my face so you guys can see the kind of coverage it provides. So just bump that into the skin. And one thing that I really liked about this foundation, and this is personal preference completely, is that it sets really fast. I mean, super, super fast. It's dry in a second. That might not be a good thing for those of you that like to take your time doing your makeup, but it's actually a really cool thing for those of you that do your makeup every single day because it helps you get ready really fast. And it's really important for your foundation to be set before you apply any additional powder products. Otherwise, you may get that like cakey face look. So that is half of my face done. Can you guys tell the difference? I have it on this side and I don't have it on this side. I don't typically apply too much foundation in this area or on my eyelid area because I already primed with like a paint pot or something, or conceal, so it tends to cake up. But you can tell the coverage is very natural. I'm in the color 120 like I told you guys. So it doesn't oxidize, it doesn't change color, get darker, anything on the skin, which is a plus. But you can tell, I mean, it provides a good coverage. I feel like this is a foundation that is great for the everyday. My scary face with just foundation on. I already did the foundation. I applied a little bit of under eye concealer, and then I spot concealed a little bit on these areas of my cheeks with my Sonia Kashuk concealer palette. You guys, this, you need it. And I mean, the finish is amazing. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to finish my entire face, and then I'll be right back to tell you guys my final thoughts on this review. But in case you're impatient, this is a really awesome drugstore foundation. I think I just ruined my conclusion. I'll be right back. So now that I have my face on, we can go ahead and conclude this review. Conclude? Is that a word? Conclify? I'm totally kidding. We can go ahead and finish this review. I didn't tell you guys how much I paid. I actually got these for almost $9 at CVS each. They were like almost $9, and they weren't on sale. They weren't buy one get one half off or anything like that. So I was a little disappointed, but that's actually pretty affordable for a drugstore foundation. Have you guys noticed that a lot of drugstore foundations are like 10 bucks a pop now? So unless you have coupons or you can get a sale, they tend to be kind of pricey. So one really important, super important factor that I forgot to share with you guys is this foundation dries so matte that you don't even need to set it with a powder. Like, the powder is not necessary if you have normal skin. If you have oily skin, that's when the combo comes into play. So I don't need to set it if I don't want to. And it doesn't give you that matte, like rock or sandy finish where you need to maybe put on a refresher spray afterwards. No, it gives you that matte, a little powdery finish, but not clingy matte. Do you know what I mean? Have you guys ever tried some heavy duty matte foundations that give you that like really stiff looking face? This one doesn't do that. You can tell I'm not wearing any special powder except this one, even for my concealer. So it gives you a natural finish. And I really like that it's medium to full coverage, medium to full buildable coverage. So you could put on one layer, which is what I did, and then spot conceal, or you can put on a thin layer, it dries super fast, and then you can apply another layer and get completely full coverage. I personally really like it. Would I use this foundation without a primer? Absolutely not, but I wouldn't use any foundation without a primer except my IT Cosmetics CC Plus, like the CC cream. That's the only one that I use. I don't even use that with a moisturizer. It's so good. So I really like this foundation. I was so nervous to try it because I didn't like the Fit Me, the original one, very much. It's not awful, it's just not, it's not magic. And in case you're wondering this entire video, yes, I'm in my pajamas. So I really like it. I don't know about the poreless claims. That really doesn't do much for me, but then I don't have really big pores where I can notice a difference. So I don't know about that, but the finish, like, I love how it makes my skin feel, and I love the finish that it has. It's a matte finish, but I can't stress enough, it's a pretty matte finish. You know what I mean? Like when you really want to do a dramatic metallic eye or a really glossy lip, that really old Hollywood glam, bright, you know, hot red lips, and that beautiful silky matte skin. I think this is one of those really cool products for that. I really liked it. I'm gonna keep using it, and I'll let you know in my monthly favorites Rather, if it's in my monthly favorites, you know it found its place into my heart. But so far, I really like it. I love the price point and I love the finish. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'm also going to have a tutorial on this eye look. If it's ready, it will be linked in the description box below. If not, it will be eventually. So again, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments. And as always, if you guys found this video useful, interesting, or learned something, please give me a thumbs up or subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, this coffee break is over. Bye guys!